Hello and welcome to the non-Greg Sterlace Show, except only the substitutes. I am your host.
Hi.
It's true. The Pam and John, and we also have...
I thought you were my host.
I've told this story before, but the way the old do you remember My Host family restaurants?
No, what is that?
You don't remember, or your host family, whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It looked like the font made it look. It said it was your host family restaurants. And when I first moved here, the person I moved here with, he thought it said your lost family restaurant instead of your host family restaurant.
Where were these? I don't remember.
They were all over. They're like a local chain. I just like the idea of like these families covered in cobwebs. And every time someone walked in, they just looked up hopefully. Is that my family? Are they coming? A sad truth for some, but yes.
Yes.
So what you been up to, John?
Oh.
Throwing you the ball. Punt.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of Serge Tankian music for all you wonderful,
You've been listening to what?
For all you wonderful Armenian singer,
Oh.
songwriter fans out there, get yourself some Serge Tankian. He's very wonderful. And also Darren Malakian. I've been listening to both of them a lot. They're both very good. I like Darren Malakian a little bit more, but I think Serge Tankian has a little bit of a better voice, but Darren Malakian's more interesting.
Interesting. You've also been watching a TV show.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a TV show with me.
Yes, we have been watching a
What is
wonderful little
it?
show known as Buffy, Destroyer of Demonic
Vampires.
And it's
ouch. It's gonna come right back. Even the claws are so sharp.
yes, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a delightful show. I've heard about it since it came out, but I never really watched it until recent weeks, and it's very wonderful. My favorite character is Giles and Willow and Xander, and I don't know. I was just surprised by.
You're surprised by my cat and his sharp claws as he
Yes.
jumps upon you.
I think sometimes the one character gets turned into a rat. I think this is some sort of person who was.
Turned into a cat.
But I think they weren't like a very bright person, and they were very annoying. But turning them to a cat didn't help.
All right, here he comes. Now he's on me.
But yes,
I should suffer the pain. He's my cat. I do trim his claws, but they grow so fast. It's insane.
I have fast-growing claws as well.
You do?
I do. My claws grow. I just cut them, but they're not so bad. But they grow pretty fast. My toenails, I don't see them, so I often forget how long they get very fast, and I'll look down. Well, I don't exactly look at them.
You don't. Is that because you don't want to see them, or?
I don't really think about them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's like my feet are way down there. I don't have time for them.
You're way down there. I've got no time for your feet.
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
You got to think about your feet, though.
I do, but they're always hiding in these little feet gloves. I'm not. My hands aren't always hiding, so I see them.
For some reason, 3 years in a row, I broke my foot, and I was on crutches, and I had to take the bus all the way to Batavia. I'd take the Greyhound to Batavia to go to work, which was pretty crazy. It was really crazy, and I had to do it on crutches. It was pretty terrible, and everybody was nice. The city bus people were real nice, and the Greyhound people were super nice, but that stupid little bus that drives around Batavia, oh my God, that woman was terrible. She'd be screaming at me to hurry up in my crutches. I'm going across the parking lot on crutches. It's all icy. She's like, hurry up, you're going too slow. I'm like trying not to die.
Jeez.
It's really hard when it's snowy and you're on crutches because you hit a patch. Yeah, you hit a patch of ice and your crutch just goes woo, and then that's that. That's game over. I should have put spikes on my. I think they do have spikes on the ones I have. I actually had spikes, but
When I broke my foot, it was very painful as it was, and then my first day of high school, I went in with a broken foot, and people are very mean, so immediately, of course, they jump all over my foot and make it much worse.
Oh, God.
And, they just...
Well, I also broke my foot in high school, too. I fell out of... so I was getting hay out of the haymow. I can't sound any more country than that, I don't think.
Haymow, you're an
all-star? Out of the haymow. Haymow, you're an all-star. I wasn't an all-star. Maybe I was. I don't know. But there's all these trap doors, so you can drop the hay in different parts of the barn. And you're supposed to keep them closed, and my brother didn't close it. Well, it was covered in hay, too. So not only did not close it, it was covered in hay. And it just went, whoo, and I fell through. And one foot went through before the other, and my shoe came off. Oh. So I hit concrete on one foot, and I snapped the bone in the top of my foot.
Oh, that sounds so painful.
It was really painful. I was lying there, like it made a big noise, right? And my brother and sister come running over, and there's the door lying on the floor. There's a bunch of hay. There's me holding my foot. They're like, what happened? I was like, I couldn't speak because I was in too much pain. But I was like, it's pretty self-evident what the fuck happened. I fell in the damn haymow. And then I snapped the bone in the top of my other foot because I got, it was back in the days of Napster, and I was downloading the song Popcorn, and it would take forever for one song to download. And I heard the ding, the download, and I got really excited. I go running down the hallway, and I trip over a shoe. And I go like that with my foot, and I snapped the bone in the top of my foot because I was so excited to hear Popcorn. It's a great song. It's really great.
I haven't thought of that in a very long time.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, it is. It is very delightful.
So kids, don't steal songs off of Napster.
No, when you listen to all your when you get all your Serge Tankian records legally.
Yeah, don't do it. You'll break your foot when you fall over a
Serge
shoe.
Tankian also looks exactly like mine.
A car, would you?
A car?
A car.
I wouldn't download a car. No.
I think I would just to see how it happens.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I mean, I think the police would be pretty fascinated that I was even able to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can have it. I just wanted to see it go down. I don't want it. I mean, I don't know if I trust a downloaded vehicle. Oh, I love popcorn.
Well, now that people have 3D printers, that joke isn't.
Oh, it's true. They could.
Because you can actually
print a car. Yes, it's true. You could print a car. True.
I like the 3D printed Doge meme. It's very adorable. Doge sounds stupid. I like Doge.
You like what?
I've heard people say Doge, Doge, Dogie.
I thought it was Doge as well.
I like Doge. I mean,
Doge. Okay.
But I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I like my shibes. They're very cute.
Well, I shouldn't. I worked with this very nice woman. So I'd broken my foot, and there was like a really bad snowstorm, so I didn't go to work. And I had worked with this woman, and she was like super persistent. She was always coming in and pestering me for stuff. She was a nice lady, but I'm home during the snowstorm, right? And my foot is broken. And literally, I do not work in Buffalo. I work in Batavia. And all of a sudden, I hear her voice. And she's going for a jog in the snowstorm in Buffalo. And she starts chasing me down. And I'm on crutches trying to get away. It was really strange.
Wait, what? Why?
This woman, I don't know why she was in Buffalo running down the street. She was like jogging in a snowstorm. And she's like, Pam, I have questions for you about work. I'm like, no, work was canceled today. And I'm on crutches. Please, I can't escape you.
Huh.
It was very surreal because, when you work in a different city, you expect your work life and your home life to be very separated, to keep it separated. And to see somebody, you work with suddenly jogging down the street towards you, trying to make you do work on a snow day when you're on crutches and you can't escape. It was no good.
It's very, 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 very no good.
No, it was no good. It was very strange. She was a nice lady, but she was just very picky and persistent.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, back to Buffy.
Oh, yes. What about Buffet?
I do. I highly enjoy. Also, shout out to our main man, the Passion of the Nerd. He's a very thorough Buffy dissector of episodes.
On YouTube.
Yes, he's very good. But the actual show is a lot more well thought out than I thought it would be. I thought it was just... When I was, young when it came out, I thought it was about lesbian vampires.
Which would be a great show, but, I think that was True Blood or something, maybe? I don't know. I never watched True Blood.
I don't know. It's... If you're a vampire...
True Blood is about vampires. I know that.
I know that much.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'd be a good idea to be in a relationship with a vampire in general. What if you're, things are getting interesting, and all of a sudden you accidentally give someone a hickey. Next thing you know, you're a vampire too.
Fair enough.
I just don't.
So you had a misguided idea about Buffy, and then you found out.
Oh, and then I found out Buffy is this is a wonderful show. But I don't really think Buffy is the best character. I think she's boring. I like Willow. I don't think she's boring. I just don't
Every
care.
person I've ever dated has been a Willow fan. And what is Willow? Again, she's a what?
Well, she's very similar to someone in this room, and it's not Leonardo, and it's
She's
not
a
Dudley. I think she has black hair or something.
She's a what?
She might be a redhead, I think, possibly.
And what's her power?
I do believe it's the witchcraft. Not Kraftwerk.
Oh, yeah, not the Kraftwerk, but the witchcraft.
I'm just...
Yes. Yeah, every person I ever dated is like, I like Willow.
Willow's cool. Willow is, interesting.
Itchy nose.
What does Buffy do? Buffy just kills things. We all know what's going to happen. Buffy shows up, something's going to die. Willow might do something cool.
Like what?
Willow, I don't know. She might come up with some kind of cool spell or research some cool thing or go hang out with Oz.
So he's only seen up to season 3 for all the viewing audience.
Oz is also my other favorite character.
Huh?
Oz is also my other favorite character. It's Oz, Willow, and Giles are my favorite.
Only season 3. That's all I've seen. Only season.
I like Angel, but I don't like when he becomes evil. So
I think he's kind of fun when he becomes evil. I mean, he's really good at being super evil.
But he's so friendly. He's so nice. And next thing you know, he's so mean. It's like, no, Angel, how could you? Buffy is so nice to you. I don't like you right now. You put a stake through my heart.
And yet you're still here.
I know.
Is it because he went back to be in the ghost?
Which
I
love
Are you
the
saying
ghost.
my house is a ghost house?
Well, it is a ghost house, but I
Yeah,
also
okay.
recommend everyone watch the ghost house.
What's Ghost House?
Look up the ghost house on YouTube. I mean,
What is it?
it's a very bizarre series of cartoons about
Oh.
ghosts and their sexy butts.
Oh.
And it goes, his sexy ghost butt was too enticing. Oh my god.
Interesting.
And then I woke up and I was, oh shit. And then he wakes up and he's a butterfly.
We've only seen weird things happen. We've not seen any people ghosts.
We've had plenty of ghostly experiences.
Like the picture frame that flew off the shelf and hit me in the head.
Yes, and mysterious things moving.
Or the TV turning on when we were in
That
bed
just
and
happened
going
yesterday.
to Netflix and playing a song. That was very strange.
Yeah, your phone will just go off at random times.
I thought someone was in the house. I was like, where's a weapon?
Yes.
The TV came on the other day.
I remember we were just sitting there.
Oh,
and
yes,
we looked
yeah.
over and the TV came on. We didn't.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I guess I'm so used to that happen. The Netflix thing was new, though. That was a new twist. New twist.
What a twist.
Yeah, because you got to go.
Makago.
Oh, no, it was YouTube that came on. You have to go. You have to pick something. You have to tell it to play it. I mean, it doesn't just come on automatically.
Yeah,
Like, if the TV comes on, something will be playing generally because you're on a channel, but, you have to change the source, and, you got to do all that crap. And it's a smart ghost. It's technologically savvy.
It is. I don't think I'd be that fascinating as a ghost. I'd probably be like, boo, I'm so spooky. Oh, my God, look at my tail.
You're gonna have a tail when you're a ghost.
Well, I assume all ghosts have tails. They have ghostly tails.
Ghostly tails. Okay, I thought you meant like a wagging.
No, I mean maybe. I don't really know.
A wagging happy tail.
I mean, a spooky tail.
I'm effectively hiding my phone here. There we go.
I want to buy.
I'm
There's a book based on Ghost House I want to buy called Withering Butts.
Oh.
It's all the Ghost House characters in Wuthering Heights. It's very stupid.
Oh.
But I really want it.
I love talking about ghost stories. It's so fun. So they tore down all those houses on Elmwood near Forest, and I used to live above one of them, and it was so haunted. So haunted. I hope those ghosts like haunt the crap out of all the fancy people who move in there. I hope.
Please.
Haunt the crap out of them. Haunt the crap out of them.
The most haunted place I've been to in Buffalo, besides Iron Island, was, well, maybe even more than Iron Island, was the Indian burial grounds.
Which I think aren't they gonna build some sort of lame ass fucking charter school there now?
I hope not. I mean, there's already a school across the street. Are they?
I heard something about them building a lame ass charter school because all charter schools are lame ass. Fight me if you want to.
Well, they are.
Screw you.
I worked at a charter school.
There you go.
That was the worst experience ever. I hated working at a charter school.
Yeah, so I think they've been talking about it on NPR over and over and over and over and over. I mean, you know, what could go wrong?
Yeah, charter schools are very bad.
It's on the Indian burial ground.
Yeah, my dad's cousin lives across the street, and all sorts of crazy stuff happens.
Everything can go wrong.
Yes, I do.
Well, there used to be like a ghost adventure group or something.
I used to be part of it.
Oh, you were?
I was.
I could have met you sooner.
Oh, I know.
I was like gonna go. I signed up for it. I'm like, oh, this would be fun. This would be silly and fun, and then I never did it.
It was pretty spooky, I thought. Like, it was fun. Like, I remember we used to mostly go to the Iron Island one, which was spooky. But
spooky.
Oh my God, Leonardo, get the hell out of here. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed doing that.
I enjoyed doing that.
But I think they kicked us out because we were trying to tell the ghosts to like calm and be peace and move on. I don't think they liked that.
Oh, that's not profitable.
No.
Yeah, that's not profitable.
No, it's
Ow, quit riling him up. Ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's digging his razor claws into me because you're getting him riled up.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch him. Don't look at him.
I just always imagine if Leonardo could fly. How
Oh,
horrible
God.
that would be.
Oh.
That'd be no good.
What do you think he'd do? He'd fart at it. He'd fly
Oh,
over and fart.
Scoot across.
He farts all the time. It'd be terrible.
Oh, gross. I've never seen a farting cat until Leonardo.
Smells so bad.
It does. It's disgusting.
What would Penelope do if she could fly? No, she keep crashing. She'd keep falling and crashing into the wall because she's really clumsy.
Yeah,
and then she'd look really like embarrassed.
Yeah,
oh crap! I just flew into the
Penelope.
wall again.
I like the sounds little
Tiny
flying
razor
things
blades.
make on.
Ow. Leonardo. I wish there was some way. I don't know if this would show up to show his giant claws. I don't know if you can see it. Here? Okay.
A cat demonstration. A feline. Oh my God. Spooky.
That is why I keep yelling in pain and I trim them all the time. They just grow so fast.
You know, like put little Play-Doh, little tennis balls like they do on chairs on the bottom of his feet.
There are little kitty plastic things you could put on their fingernails, but I don't know. Those seem like they would be really irritating.
It
to
does seem like it would
kitties.
be really bad. I would feel too bad.
But he gets mad if I try and cut them. Kitten mittens.
Yeah, get some. let's invent those kitten mittens.
Kitten mittens. But the problem is, you know, then he uses the litter box and then he comes to love you.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty gross.
They'd have to be like...
Just like leave the pads on the bottom free.
No, it would have to be like silicone or something, or wait.
Oh, jeez.
Something that, I don't know, something that would really repel kitty poop.
My parents used to always take all the cat litter and leave it out around the house so the rats wouldn't come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a thing that people
Does that
do.
work?
It worked. It's a thing you can do if you don't want rats in your house. Just leave cat litter.
That's why I got him. I had this big giant rat, and it would just, I'd walk in the kitchen and be sitting there like, what are you going to do, bitch? What are you going to do? And I tried the humane traps, and then my landlord saw it, and he tried all the inhumane traps. But it was really smart. And I would actually sit there in the kitchen like hiding, like, I'm going to grab your ass when you come out. But he would never come out when I was there. Yes, I will catch a rat. I've caught rats before. I can do it.
I have as well. It's not very fun.
Yeah, I grew up on a farm. You've caught them before, too? You just grab them by the tail.
I caught one like a couple months ago. It was very unpleasant.
How'd you catch it? Did you grab it by the tail?
No, I did not. I threw a thing over its body and just sort of
grabbed it. Okay. I mean, I used to catch him and make him.
I didn't want the plague.
Yeah, when on the farm, I used to catch him and play with him. They never bit me. Other things will bite you, but somehow they just were like, oh, okay, you're not a dangerous thing, and I'm going to be. They taught me martial arts, yes. Look out. I can. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, there he goes. Woo. Now my flesh can be okay for a while.
Free, fresh flesh.
Yes. So I was like, I'm going to get a cat, and I got Leonardo, and that rat was like, I'm out of here. I'm done. But then another year, rats got in here, and he kept catching them, and it was really sad. They were like little young rats, and I'd take them away from him, and they'd be like really like hurt and crying. It was sad.
Yeah, that's what happened to the one I caught last time. That was very hard to deal with. It was dying, and I had to sort of
dispatch it
along. Yes, it was unpleasant, but it was dying on a porch. So.
This is a cheery conversation.
Yes.
I had a pet rat when I was a kid. Like a real one, like not, I mean, I don't know what that means, but like one that was meant to be a pet. Oh, yeah. Not one I just caught at the farm. We had pet raccoons too. That was, yeah.
I don't think I knew about that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I found one that didn't even have its eyes open, and I was feeding it, and I went to do something, and I don't know who fed it. I left it in the care of my family, and they overfed it, and it choked to death and suffocated, and I was very upset. And then we had a bigger one, which was, you had to kind of be careful. It would chew all the buttons off your clothes. There wasn't really anything you could do to stop it.
Like hands.
Yeah, I would just like be like, I got these buttons, man, and I will rip you to shreds if you try and stop me. So yeah, they do have hands. It would just take all the buttons off anything.
I always wanted one of those, like, whatever his name, Davy Crockett raccoon hats. I always thought those looked cool.
Yeah, there was someone who used to hunt raccoons for pelts and stuff, but now it's not a thing people do anymore.
Yeah, it's probably, I can't imagine it is.
Yeah, they don't hunt them. People don't want the pelts anymore, which is fine. I always thought they were adorable and would feel bad when people shoot them. So, in the barn too, this is kind of gross, but they'd always pick like one hay bale, and they would all poop on it. You'd be like, "Oh, that's the hay bale that the raccoons pooped on." And well, it was, in a way, it was kind of nice. You knew how to avoid the raccoon poop.
Yeah, they had their specific toilet,
bale,
and they just
right. They had a specific toilet, and that was the only one they used. And don't go near it. It is kind of smart, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, and they would eat the cat food too. They'd always come lumbering over, and they'd be sitting with the cats eating the cat food. And the cats are like, "Yo, man,
are there any wild cats around here?" I know there's wild dogs. I feel like there's got to be some kind of bobcat or something.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's I don't know.
Something. Okay.
I saw something called a fisher cat when I was driving out in the country.
Yeah, you told me, yes.
But I think that's actually a member of the weasel family. It really surprised me because I did not know what the fuck it was. I was like, what just went up that tree? What was that creature?
My dad, when I was like 5, gave me a taxidermied weasel for a present.
Oh, gosh. Really?
Yeah, he also gave me a taxidermied piranha, which I brought into kindergarten for show and tell.
And how'd that go over?
I remember specifically this guy, Michael Grabowski, didn't think it was real, and he stuck his finger on it, and it was bleeding because the piranha's teeth were sharp. I still have that taxidermied weasel and piranha somewhere, but the weasel started creeping me out, so I put it in the basement.
Don't bring them here, please.
No, I don't want those. But this face started rotting off. You could see the skull of this taxidermied weasel my dad gave me when I was a really little kid, and it was so gross.
Oh my God!
Here you go, son.
Why would you do that?
Here's a present.
Oh, I don't think any kid dreams of getting a taxidermied weasel.
No.
If only I had a taxidermied weasel to play with, all the kids would like me. And you show up, you show the kids, you're like, look at my taxidermied weasel.
Yeah, I did. I brought it in. I thought it was like, wow, no one else is going to have this in kindergarten.
And what was the response?
And they didn't. I remember the teacher was very upset that I had brought that in.
Oh, dear.
It was very...
I brought crayfish into school that I caught, and then all the kids that fucked me, I chased them around with the crayfish. I'm like, you're going to pay. You're going to fucking get it.
I know people that eat those. They seem kind of gross.
Yeah, you told me people eat those. We never ate them. We just would catch them and then look at them and then let them go. I also caught a giant snake that was like...
I used to love catching snakes as a kid.
I could wrap it around my neck and would... Yeah. And then I wrapped... Like, at first it kept trying to bite me, but they're not... And then it stopped. It just gave up. It was like, okay, I'm captured. I know you're not super bright, so...
I did it until one bit me with big, sharp, long fangs.
Really?
It hurt so bad. My leg was bleeding so bad, so I never caught snakes after that.
Yeah, it stopped. Yeah, so when it gave up trying to bite me... And, I mean, it only took like an hour of snake charming. I put it around my neck, and I walked into my house, and I'm the oldest of 6, and I heard so many screams and saw so many doors slam. It was awesome. And my mom was like, Pammy, what are you doing?
You got some
explaining
to do.
What is that? And then she was I think she was a teacher's aide by then, maybe. And she said she wanted me to keep it for a day so she could bring it in school to show the kids, and then we let it go. Yep.
Well,
so she could terrorize small children. I don't know. I have no idea what the kids thought. Probably some were scared. Some were probably like me and like, whoa, look at that thing, you know?
Yeah, I was never afraid of snakes till it bit me. Then
Yeah, getting bit's no good. No good getting bit.
Other than those water snakes freak me out because one time I was trying to catch a bunch of minnows in a minnow trap, and this giant water snake was in there, and it was freaking out so bad I dropped that minnow trap back in there and never came back. That was terrifying. That was the scariest looking snake ever.
It was in the minnow trap?
It was, and I don't know how it got in there. But
it was probably freaking out because it needed air or something, and it was in your trap.
Oh yeah, hopefully it got away.
One time I was at the pond, and I built this little contraption. I cut the end off of a bottle of something. I put holes in it, and so you could scoop water out of the pond, and the water would come out of the holes, and I would see whatever critter I got. And I was trying to get tadpoles because we'd keep them and feed them, watch them turn to frogs, and let them go. And I like that, and I scooped it up, and on the end of my stick was a giant freaking spider. It was so giant. And I was just like staring at it because I couldn't figure out how the spider got in the water. And all of a sudden it just came trucking. It was coming trucking down. I think it was like it was like a broom handle or something I tied the thing to. It comes running down the broom handle towards me.
Oh my God.
And I'm just kind of staring at it like, how is this happening? And then I was like, came to my senses like, and I threw it because I'm like, that thing is coming for you.
Oh my God.
But then I found out there's spiders that blow like a bubble and go underwater. So I probably burst its bubble, and it was trying to get to land.
What kind of spider was it?
You would have to invoke the power of Google to find this out. I don't know.
I'm terrified of spiders. That sounds awful.
It was scary. It was scary. As a little kid, it was scary. I was like, what the hell's happening? My reality.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not scared of spiders. I'm still not, but my mom used to catch spiders and give them to us to play with when we were little.
Ah! Ew!
She did.
Those
True
are the most
story.
evil creatures
True story.
ever. I can't believe that. That's horrible.
I also remember being outside and eating this plant, and my mom's friends like, Margie, should she be doing that? And my mom's like, it hasn't hurt her yet. And I was like,
Jeez.
What? I can't. Oh crap! But I never ate that plant again.
Oh, bye, friends.
Bye,
Call us and tell us
friends.
your spider and snake stories and
What
what
broken
happened
foot
in the ghost
stories
house.
and Buffy stories.